Lonely Attack on the Different World, web novel, chapter 88. The words of great people of the past have meaning. Day 36, the faraway labyrinth, 56th floor. In the end, Haruka-kun went to sleep, pretty much collapsing after treating everyone. And the knight stood at his side as if guarding him. The knight didn't appear like someone one should try to strike a conversation with. After expressing our gratitude, we then simply stuck to waiting until Haruka-kun woke up. We were all so worn out, so everyone instantly fell asleep. No one had the strength to move or the energy to talk anymore. Everyone crumbled as soon as the remnants of their willpower ran out. When I woke up, Haruka-kun was cooking as usual, as always, as if nothing had happened at all. Just like he did every day in the cave, constantly complaining about mushrooms, he was doing a completely normal, everyday thing, like usual. While everyone still found it hard to move, they still got up to the delicious smell. During the meal, Haruka-kun was bombarded with questions. We were completely done. Only annihilation was waiting us. We didn't even notice that it was a trap and could do nothing to run away. Our path was about to end there. But Haruka-kun knew the answer? It seems like he realized everything thanks to the space perception skill. Look, that is a puzzle room, right? Kind of. Find 4 hidden rooms and get the items from there to clear it? That sort of thing? Apparently, that's how it was. Makes sense that the floor was such an impossible monster house. If you don't realize the gimmick, you're certain to die there. The worst kind of trap. But wait, he didn't gather anything, did he? But you beat it. They can be killed after all. Somehow? No, both the mummies and the Sphinx couldn't be killed. The Sphinx had magical immunity, physical immunity, and immortality. As long as the Sphinx is around, the mummies would have kept coming back to life. So no matter how you go at it, it would have never ended. They can't be killed? They won't die with magical immunity, physical immunity, and no attack would have worked on it. And yet it even had immortality on top of that? But they killed it? The invincible and the immortal monster? Then how did you kill an invincible and immortal monster? That's, well, that? Didn't a great man say this in the past? Violence isn't the answer? It's the question and the answer is a yes? Kind of? I remember hearing the first half. They're quite famous, but what the hell is that second part? I'm quite sure that that's not what was meant to be there. It wasn't such a bloodthirsty quote. Who said that? Who is that brutal person? Some kind of general, the Sengoku period, who is crueler than the Demon King of Sixth Heaven? Then, if violence doesn't work, you aren't using it enough? Why is that person trying to solve everything through violence? If there was such a person, wouldn't humanity be wiped out already? And, the knight over there, thank you for saving us. Thank you very much, the knight replied with a silent, elegant bow. Somehow, the place where the knight stands seems to be a different world simply because they are there. Otherworldly would be a good word. Haruka-kun, mind introducing this person to us? Ah, you mean the Dungeon Master? The Labyrinth Emperor? Former? Why did you bring the Dungeon Master along? Yeah, it makes sense that they're so strong. It explains how that Sphinx, which seemed to be a mix of pure fear and dread, was swatted like a mere fly. A mere mini-boss of the 57th floor, not even an actual boss, is nothing but a common rabble for them. I thought we were saved, but are we going to die here? Huh? No way, I'd just bring a Dungeon Master along. It's that. That? You know, taming? Kind of? Why do you have the Dungeon Master tamed? There's no way it's okay to tame such a person. Aren't they one of the key figures of this world? Just what the hell did he do? And it's not even a mere Dungeon Master or Labyrinth Lord, but a Labyrinth Empire, a supreme leader reigning over the other Dungeon Lords. And what does he mean by former? He made such an important person retire from such an important post? And after taming them, he is now making them tag along with them? But that must be the reason that Haruka-kun managed to get here in the first place. Otherwise, all of us would have been dead. If you think calmly, then there is no way that Haruka-kun would have reached such a place on his own. He fell to the lowest, the 100th floor of this dungeon just 1 week ago. He couldn't possibly pass 43 floors in such a short time. But if the one beside him is the Dungeon Master of this place, no, the strongest overlord ruling over all the dungeons, then it is possible. That must be the reason he reached us. Accompanied by the strongest of the lowest floors, he went through the floors packed with the worst kinds of monsters. That's why he survived. Using the absurd idea of taming the strongest and the most dangerous being of the vilest labyrinth, he slaughtered his way to us.